Good evening, everybody. Kids are in bed. I wanted to share kind of a little bit about our son Aiden. He's up here. I got the video on it right now. You can hear him sleeping. Aiden is 16. Well, he will be. No, he's 15. No, I'm wrong. Because Maverick is 16, so Aiden's 18. Well, he will be 18 in May. May 23rd. But the story I want to share with you, Alexa, volume 2. Sorry. Is about our journey with bed situations with Aiden. As you can tell, well, you probably can't see it because it's audio. Hello, Dumbo. But he's in a sleep-safe bed now. But for years, it took us so long to find a bed for Aiden. Aiden was in a crib. When he first came home, he was in a crib. He was so tiny. He was only 20 pounds. He was not even 2 feet tall. But he was older. He was 7 when he came home. So, it's hard for Aiden because he can get out, he can hit himself. He's actually gotten outside before on the trampoline. One time, because we didn't know, at first when he came home, we didn't know how significant it was. How severely affected he was. You may remember sleeping too because he's in there with Aiden. But when our first night or two was okay, he'd wake up a few times, but he was okay. The third night, y'all, that he was home, and this is actually sad. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, so we're talking about this. Everybody else is in bed. But the third night he was home, he got up and he was everywhere in the house. He ran down the stairs, and I was like, oh my God, what if he fell? Praise God, he didn't. But he got into everything. He would open the drawers and just see if things were there and drop them on the floor. He would get stuff out of the fridge and freezer and just lay it there. Lay it there. Just lay it there. That got hard because I was up every night, all night with him. And I'd be awake all day trying to help with schoolwork and do all the necessary things our kids needed. And I was being very ragged. Y'all, it was to the point where I was just oh, I don't know what to do. So, we asked a friend of ours who also has a special needs son like Aiden. And we sometimes call him AJ because we just do. AJ boy, he's so cute. So here, knocked out, sleeping away. He's out like a light, y'all. That doesn't happen often. When he is sleeping good like this, it is good. But I always have to have a video monitor on him because you never know what he might do. If he might try to get out of bed with you.
YouTube. Now. YouTube. Red circle. Speech off. Speech on.
Shut up. Oh.
Speech off.
Anyway. So it was really a hard journey for Aiden. We had him in a crib at first. That worked well for a while, but then he started getting bigger because he was eating better. Not solid foods yet at the time, but he was eating potatoes and carrots, mashed up. Oatmeal, stuff like that. Mashed up veggies and things. He was gaining weight. The problem was, the crib got where, this is the crib. It got where it wouldn't fit him. It was even flow 6-year crib, but he got too big for it. So I'm like, oh my God. So we tried to rug our bed thinking, okay, it'll be alright. Oh no, it was not okay. He got up and he unlocked the door. He went outside. Luckily, Ezra, who had just came home from being adopted at the time, knew and grabbed him and brought him back in and shut the door and locked it and put something in front of it so he could get out again. That's one thing you'll learn is Ezra's very in tune to Aiden's moods or anything Aiden needs. He's just very in tune to that. So we started thinking, oh my God, how are we going to, at first we had Ezra sleep with Aiden. Ezra and Narquise was home at the time. We had Ezra and Narquise sleep with Aiden. That worked for a while until one night he got them asleep and he got up and he started running around the house laughing and flapping and kind of having some shit going on. And it got to the point where it was just hard to keep him back. So we crafted a big size sort of like crib for him. And that worked for about 3 years. Until one night he got out of that. And I heard this boom, boom noise. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like a splashing. So I get up and he's in the bathtub wanting to take a bath with all his clothes on. Y'all. Oh, that scared me so bad. Oh, it scared me so bad. So I got him out of that and I washed him off really quickly and I got him cleaned up and I got him fresh clothes and I slept in the bed with him. So he wouldn't get up. Did that for a couple weeks and then decided to try again. Yeah, it worked. About 3 days and then he got out again. And then we thought, well, maybe a hide and sleep would be cool for him. Like, it would be comforting and also contain him. Well, tried that. Oh, no. That definitely did not work. It was like a little tent you put on your bed to keep, to, like, hide in there and sleep and be comfortable and happy. Well, no, that didn't work. It was like a pot for him. It worked for a few nights, and then again, he started getting out of it. He ripped it to shreds. And he got out and started making messes again. Mind you, we'd already been through that with our daughter Leslie, who is now grown, who she's 19 now, and she is in a
YouTube now. YouTube. Red circle. At 12 empty. Speech off.
FC Admissions Conference 2024 Sunday School. Attack. Speech off.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, so we were taking care of our daughter, foster daughter Leslie, and we had just gotten through going through that with her. Like, she would get up and she would get into trouble. And she would get into everything. She, a few weeks later, had gone back home to her parents. Or her dad got custody of her, which we still see her. But we were just fostering at the time when Aiden came home. Aiden and Maverick did not. He hated sleeping in the same room with Aiden because Aiden would wake up and bounce on him and jump all over the place and look at Ezra. Ezra didn't mind because Ezra is very intuitive. He's very receptive to Aiden's needs. He's awesome. Narquise also has he wakes me up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, baby, because this is the time Narquise was engaged. He was getting married like a few weeks later. We were about to have his wedding. He was moved to Australia at the time, and it was just crazy. We had just brought Aiden and Maverick home. And Maverick still has the middle name of Narquise. And he was going by Narquise or HK at the time because his name was Howard Narquise when we first got him. Now, I don't mention this for him to be upset. He hates that name personally. He hates it. But at the time, I said what his name was. Howard Narquise. He did not want to share a bedroom with Aiden, which I don't blame him. What the heck is that noise? Is that Aiden? No, it's not Aiden. Okay. Shoot. That might be one of the other ones. I hear noises anyway. Aiden's still not asleep. Phew, that scared me for a minute there. Although he does have a sleep safe bed now that we've worked hard to get it, but he at the time didn't have one, so. We're going through all this stuff with, Narquise getting married and moving away. Leslie being given back to her dad. Adopting Aiden and Maverick. And then, Ezra came home. We adopted, we had him come home as well. it's Ezra using the bathroom. Okay. Phew, that scared me for a minute there. Oh, Ezra, don't scare me like that, boy. When Ezra came home, he wasn't talking. He wasn't eating very much at the time. But he loved Aiden. Like, he was crazy about his little brother. And so he would watch him, and he would, in his way, let me know that Aiden was out of bed. So, what we did was we moved Maverick into, which he's back in there now because he chose to be, but we moved him into Narcisa's old room because Narcisa moved out, and we moved him into Narcisa's old room in his bed. Because he also needs a specialized bed, which Narcisa did at one time. He doesn't now, praise God. But he needed a specialized bed that elevated for his breathing. So, we moved him in there, and we had Ezra stand with Aiden, which is, what he wanted to. We gave him a choice. Do you want to move in with Maverick, or do you want to stay with Aiden? He's like, I'm staying with Aiden. So, him and Aiden and Kyle were in that same room together. And Kyle basically didn't get much sleep at all. Because Aiden would wake up, and he would get out of bed, and he would either pounce on Kyle, pounce on Ezra, which Ezra, got frustrated at times with it, but he knew Aiden couldn't really express himself. He knew Aiden couldn't really understand. They did the best they could. Oh, what was that one getting up? Anyway, yeah, he's moving a little bit. Okay, I don't know if he's awake or not. No, he's not. Okay. Anyway, so I'm trying to remember where I was. So we moved Maverick into Marquise's old room, and Marquise was totally fine with it. He's like, don't worry about it, it's okay. I get why he doesn't want to sleep in a room with Aiden. Because, it's hard for anyone to sleep in a room with Aiden. Aiden just doesn't sleep. Well, today he is, but usually he doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't sleep. So it's hard. Well, the giant size crib worked for a while. It was what we had. And so our son Triton got approved to do beds for children with special needs. And I said, can you make your brother a bed if I buy it? He's like, you're not buying Aiden's bed, I'll give it to you. So that's what he's living in now. When Aiden first came home, he didn't want to be cuddled, he didn't want to be touched. He was not receptive at all to hugs or cuddles or love or any of that. Because he never knew it. He never cried. Because when he did cry, he would get slapped, and so he just learned not to cry at all. He just learned to take whatever happened. He never giggled, it was more angry shouts, like, like that, when we first came home. Now, as you can tell, he's very receptive to being hugged and cuddled and snuggled in. Very receptive. I hope he's receptive. Did he wake up? Maybe not. No, he didn't. Even though, yes, he does have a safe bed for him. It's called TriSafe. I still get scared. I still wake up and go down and check on him every few minutes and still have the monitor on him at all times, because if I don't, that can be interesting. But he has done well since we got this bed. But again, at first he didn't want to be cuddled, he didn't want to be hugged. He couldn't, he wouldn't eat anything except for mashed potatoes or oatmeal. Now he eats everything. But for years he couldn't, didn't know how to chew solid food. Now there's nothing that's capable of not eating, except for, of course, certain vegetables he won't touch, but most everything else, he'll eat it. But it took a long time to get in there. A lot of feeding therapy, a lot of coaxing, a lot of hugging, a lot of treats, a lot of hard work to get him where he is now. I gotta check on him. Hang on a second. I hear noise. I'm not sure what they are. I can't see from the monitor. Okay. He was moving a bit. He's so cute. Getting our kids to sleep is hard anyway. When you have a child like Aiden who does not sleep because of, along with autism, he's also blind. And he also has institutionalized behavior. He's walking now. Hey, you tired? Let me go back to sleep, young man. I hope he'll go back to sleep, because sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. He'll stay awake and yell and scream and laugh. Jump in his bed. He doesn't try to get out anymore, but he'll jump in it. And he has had chocolate today. So, yeah. Just watching him on the monitor, make sure he goes back to sleep. Hopefully he will. Let's check and see. I'm just watching him on the monitor to see if he goes back to sleep. Hopefully he does. Oh, if I sound different, I turned the noise cut filter off because it was making me not sound as good as I wanted it to, and you couldn't really hear the sounds as much, and I want you to be able to hear everything, so, yeah. Anyways, so, we had a lot to deal with when Aiden first came home. He was very, very hard to hold. You couldn't hold him. He would squirm away, or he'd hit you by accident. He didn't know. He didn't understand what being held was. He didn't know. Say, I didn't know? No. He's bouncy a little bit. He may go back. I'm hoping he does. He's been asleep all of, an hour and a half. Hopefully he does go back. I hope anyway. Okay, he's back asleep again. Rich was up, though. He's doing a few things in the kitchen, I think. I think Mary fell asleep in there with him. Yeah, he did. He's right there. Anyway, so it's just been a rough journey with Aiden. A lot of, trying to figure out what he needs and what he likes and what he doesn't like. He loves a bottle before bed, and most people are like, he's too old for that, but he's not. He doesn't, he's learning. He's learning to be, older now. It's taking time for him to understand that. He's out now. What he did was he woke up and got his water bottle, drank some water, laid back down, crashed back out. When the nights like that happen, it's an easy night usually for him. But then the twins woke up just a minute ago, and I was afraid they were going to wake him up. If they had woke him up, that would not have been good, because he doesn't usually go back to sleep when he's waking up. Anyway. So, it's been a long story, and also Aiden has breathing trouble when he's sleeping. Sometimes he has apneas. We tried to do a sleep mask for his breathing, but no success right now. He may when he gets older, but right now it's just no success for that, so I'm not going to push it. But we've been through a lot with this kid, and he's been through a lot. When he first came home, the only thing that comforted him was when I talked in Russian. Now, if I go, Aiden, I love you, Aiden, and I hold him and I rub his back and I sing to him and I carry him around. Yes, he's small enough I can still carry him around. He's getting bigger and heavier because he's eating more, but I can still carry him around. I call him my big baby boy, and he thinks it's funny. So yeah, that's basically the story with Aiden and sleep. He doesn't sleep. There are nights he's awake till 3 and 4 in the morning, and then he sleeps until 9 or 10. The problem with that is school, because he has to go to school, so it's hard to wake him up and get him ready for school and get him going. Ugh, those days are the difficult days. But I think this night is going to be a good one for him.
YouTube now. YouTube. Red circle. Watch live now. Second church Danville. Speech
Anyway,
off.
I think tonight's going to be a good night for him. It's 7, and he is sound asleep. I usually try to put him down between 7 and 8 because he requires a lot of sleep. As does Maverick, as does a lot of our kids, as do a lot of our kids. So, anyway. It's been really tough for him to find a balance, but now he has it. It's like, he'll come out in the morning, I go, where's my boy? And he'll pop up and, like, find me and want me to hold him. And, there was one time a few weeks ago in church, he had a meltdown, and I picked him up and I was holding him. And I was singing to him, in the hallway, rubbing his back, and this lady walks up, she goes, he's so beautiful, huh? Is he 2 or 3? I'm like, no, he's older. He's, like, 17, and she goes, he's so little. I said, well, yeah, but if you knew his story, I told her, and she hugged me, she's like, oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm not. I love him just the way God made him. I don't like what happened to him, but I love him just the way God made him. And he's a real happy boy. He loves to play. He loves to be held now. Ezra can reach in there in the sleep safe, or the charge safe, and pick him up and go, where's my favorite brother? And Aiden just laughs and laughs. It's just so cute. So Ezra may have crawled in with him. He sometimes does it if he thinks that Aiden might try to get out, or it might get really active. He'll crawl in with him and rub his back, which is so, it's beautiful, really. Yeah, he did. He's in there with him. Oh. Maverick was up earlier, so you may have Maverick step them in, because look at this. So cute. He's in there with him. Oh my god. And the thing about Ezra and Aiden, their bond is like this. Same with Ezra and Daniel, too. Like, their bond is super serious. Like, Ezra can get Aiden to eat anything, whereas I sometimes can't. Ezra can't. Ezra can get Daniel to do anything, where sometimes they won't go past that, no. Where Ezra can go, hey, buddy, don't let your brother trying this. Oh, Daniel's in there, too. Oh, guys. Oh, my God. It's so cute. Because Daniel also shares the room with them, and so does Elon. Because Elon will not stay in a room where Daniel's not there. They're just very... Elon's in there too? Oh my god. Which is better for you anyway, because that way he can jump around, and if he needs to, it's built very well for him to play in it. If he can't sleep. So, it's big. And Ezra, Aiden, Elon, Daniel. Oh, Maverick is in there. Yeah, Maverick are all on the bed right there. Keeping Aiden safe. It's like they're Aiden's guardian angels, keeping him safe, and it's just precious because knowing that they know he has problems, they want to save him from it. It's just precious. So cute. Look at that. Oh my god, so that's all the noise was. I thought he'd gotten up and was bouncing in his bed, but nope, he was getting his water, and he went back to bed, and they just crawled back in there with him. So cute. Oh my god. And he's still little to this day. Like, he's bigger now, he's heavier now, but he still insists on being picked up, which I think is precious. Like I said, when he first came home, he didn't want to be touched at all. But I still did anyway. I still picked him up. I still held him. I still touched him. I still hugged him. I still petted him. I still kissed his little face and his little cheeks. and I still touched his face, which he hated. But when he got used to it, now he begs for you to touch, like, to hug him and touch his face. Like, if he's sad and he's crying, he'll hold out his hand for me to, like, rub his palms. He loves that. Oh my god, you guys. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh man. The things that our kids do to just help my little boy is just so precious. Which he's almost a young man now, but he's still little, like, as far as it is, you know, cognitively, he's still a little behind a bit, but he's trying so hard to catch up and to learn and to, you know, he's now learning to feed himself, which is awesome. He's learning to take the fork or spoon and feed himself. I do have a clip somewhere. I have to find it where I actually recorded him feeding himself. Maybe I can show it to you at the end of this video, but he's so cute. Oh my god. And just looking at his little handsome face with all those people around him in there, just, you know, Maverick's always accepted him for who he was, but always hated being in the room with him. But now, as you can see, he doesn't hate it at all. He's right there in the same bed, you know, rubbing his brother's back and keeping him calm, keeping him happy. Oh my god, y'all. He's too damn cute. Oh. He's so cute. So, another thing I want to tell you guys about is there was one time when Aiden, little Houdini that he is, got out of his crib. And how he did it, I don't know, but he got out. And he was he got out, laid down next to Ezra, and fell asleep. It's so weird. Because usually he would get out and get into something. But this time he just got out, laid down next to Ezra, and went to sleep. It's crazy how that happens. But he did. He got out of the bed, went over to Ezra's bed, laid down, snuggled up to Ezra, and went to sleep. We have never seen him do that before, ever. It's actually funny to see. No, Ezra's in there with him. It's cute. I don't know if Ezra remembered that he got up and got in there, but he sometimes he'll do it in his sleep. He'll get up there and just think in his sleep, oh no, Aiden needs something, and he'll crawl in there and just get in there with him. It's so cute though. Anyways, so it's basically our journey with Aiden. Like, you know, he eats a lot more now. He loves lasagna. He loves crackers. There's so many things our son loves. And seeing that he's so happy now is really precious. He's knocked out. He's sleeping so good. Rarely do you ever see our son Aiden sleep very good, but tonight he's sleeping really good.
Speech on. 10:20. Dear Debbie, 3 of 3. Mic is on. Button.
So they're still very sound asleep. I just checked on him, sure everything was okay. He didn't even need to be changed. He is out of the light. No, he's knocked out. Look at that. Anyway, our little boy has been through a lot. We've had through a lot to keep our little boy alive. Although he's not so little anymore, because he's a teenager, but like, because he is cognitively the age of like 3. We've had to kind of bear that in mind as well. And I know probably people are going to ask, what's your plan for Aiden? Like, he'll stay with us as long as he wants to. You know, he's happy. So our plan is to keep him happy and keep him involved and include him. And like I said, like the song says, inclusion is our melody. That's true. You know, we try to include him in everything. Even if he doesn't understand it, we still try to include him. Excuse me. When he first came home, his name was Aiden. Aiden Jack. But we liked Aiden Joseph. Joseph from the Bible. We were going to name him Joseph Aiden, but because we kept calling him Aiden all the time, he was like, yeah, Aiden Joseph. So, that's what his name is. Ezra's name is, he's got a long name. Look at that. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. Ezra's whole name is Ezra Jedediah Lee. That's his whole name. He has 2 Bible names. Oh, that kid. He's so cute. Look at that. So adorable. Oh my god. So freaking cute. Oh my god. So adorable. Anyway, our kids are knocked out, as you can see. The reason, the question I get a lot is, why do you have a video monitor for the kids? Because we did have just this little audio monitor, which we love and we still use, but we weren't able to actually see what they were doing, especially with Aiden. So after that happened, we're like, oh no, we need a video monitor so we can actually see him. Yes, our concerns about privacy and all that, and we get that, but at the same time, he really needs to be monitored at all times. So the boys, they get it. You know, the other boys get it. They're like, we know it's okay. The camera doesn't see them unless they're in his bed, like with him or whatever. And they're interacting with him and trying to calm him down. Then the camera sees him, but it mostly just sees Aiden. Look at this. He's so cute. He's on the side, on his back, and they're just crowded around him. And Ezra's got his arm around him. It's so cute. Oh my god. So freaking cute. Nothing cuter than sweet babies all together. Not that they're babies, but you know. Our boys all together, snuggled up, like little puppies. Like there are a pile of puppies in there. Aiden has the big Cadillac bed now because he's bigger. And this is like the biggest type of bed you can get for him. And he likes it. We were going to move him down to a regular bed because he's gotten so much better, but he doesn't want that. We tried that. He's like, no, big bed. Safe bed. No. So, know that's what he knows he needs is special too. And our son Triton actually created a bed for our son is really special because, and like most people have, insurance doesn't cover these beds for our kids. Insurance didn't cover Fuller's hospital bed either. Insurance didn't cover Peter's bed that he needed. Insurance didn't even cover his ventilator. So, it didn't cover Fuller's ventilator either. You know, we had to pay for all that. It's covering more now, though, because we're here, but it wasn't covering anything.
YouTube. Now. Red circle. Love you with reborn's tooth. Speech off.
And it definitely didn't cover the beds that our kids need, so. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you how beautiful they are. I always have the monitor wherever I am. That way I can watch to make sure he's okay. And I have one of Peter as well, because Peter has breathing issues and sometimes he has pop-offs on his ventilator. So I have one up here on Peter too. We have monitors in all the kids, in all the complex kids need room. We have one room that we have for our severe complex needs kids, because it's easier to keep an eye on all of them that way. Aiden doesn't sleep in there because they can't deal with him in there because he bounces and screams and laughs and stands on his bed. So he has a room with Ezra and Maverick and Kyle. Oh, Kyle's in there too? Oh my god. Richie, did you zip them in there? Yeah, they wanted to go in there with the brother, so I just zipped them up and, well, I put their blankets on them, zipped them up, and there you go. They're all snug and cozy. Look at that. Couldn't be anything cuter than that. So cute. So stinking cute. Couldn't be anything cuter than that, could you? Anyway. So that's the story of Aiden, and Aiden's been through a lot. He, we have a lot of pictures of him when he was little when we first got him, and he was so tiny, and now he's getting so big. He's getting silly too, because he'll go, Dada, 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 toward me. Or he'll go, Papa, Papa, toward Lonzy. It's so funny. Lonzy's also knocked out. He didn't have to work today, but he was tired too. Yeah, so that's the story of our little Aiden. Our little miracle. I just wanted to check on them and make sure they were okay, and also turn on his, he has a fan he likes to hear when he's sleeping, so I turned that back on because he went off, so. If he woke up, he would have been not so happy boy. So. Anyway, so that's our story of our little Aiden. He was getting bigger now. Anyway. So, Rich, how was it for you when we first got Aiden? It was difficult because keeping him in bed and all. Oh, I hope he didn't just wake up. No, he didn't. But keeping him in bed, keeping him safe from sieving and all that was really hard at first, but he's our son. We love him. He's a good kid. He's a good boy. Anyway. Oh. So we're doing pretty good. He's happier now, more adjusted, and he's eating good. And he's learning to stay in his bed. Because I'll say, what are you going to say today, Aiden? He goes, in bed, in big bed, as well. He couldn't say Ezra's name at first. He called him Ezra. And Ezra thought it was funny. So now he calls him Ezra, which makes Ezra even laugh harder. But not at him, but they both laugh about it because Aiden just loves him. So cute. Oh my god. One scary thing that did happen with Aiden was one time someone didn't fasten his bed correctly. This is back when he had his first bed. And he got out and he got in the bathtub and he was running water and it was way higher than it should have been. And I heard this splash, bing, bing. Oh, what the heck is that? So I walk in, he's in the bathtub, clothes on, nearly, like, the bath is filled really, really high, and he's just sitting there like, haha, look at me. It didn't even faze him, but it scared the life out of me, so now it's like, I'm always watching for him to try to get out of that, but he doesn't seem to want to now. He seems happy. Anyways, that's Aiden's story as far as, like, certain things that we talk about. And also, when we first got him, he flat out refused to be held. But now, he wants to be held all the time now. He likes to sleep in my arms. Sometimes he likes to fall asleep in my arms. And when I put him to bed, I go, more! He'll go, hold more. It's so cute. He's now had to wear AFOs though because his legs are not. They're sort of curling in like outward a little bit, like his feet are. So he wears like the small ankle foot orthotics, but he don't mind them. He likes them. Anyway, guys, I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you all don't mind me talking about Aiden's story. I will also share Maverick's story as well. When Maverick first came home, he was a very quiet child. He was about 3 feet and weighed about 30 pounds. So good went. He could eat pretty good with help. But he always felt like he was not full enough. And he would eat and eat and eat and eat and eat until he would actually throw up. He's gotten better control of that now, but back then he would eat and eat and eat and eat and eat until he would puke. He also had trouble sleeping at first, but then he got used to the routine and he was fine. When he would get upset, he would just cry and cry and cry, and it was heartbreaking the way he would cry. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sleep. Anyway, Maverick was scared to death at first when he came home. He was afraid we were going to hurt him because he was hurt so much. And he would hide stuff in his room, like food and things, and he would not tell anybody. He would just, I'd find like granola bars or apples or crackers randomly in his room. He still does that to this day sometimes. He is learning though that we will make sure he has enough to eat. We'll make sure he has enough food. But food traumas never fade away, guys. They don't. They're real things. They don't fade away. It's not something that's going to fade over time. And people need to realize that. Back when I was podcasting, when I had our special, our crazy family on podcast, then our nesting place, people would say something like, why doesn't he get over his food trauma? You don't get over food trauma, guys. You don't get over any trauma that easily. You just don't. It's not something that you just go, oh, I'm over it now. Doesn't work that way, guys. Sorry, no. So, it's a hard situation because certain things, like Maverick and Aiden both can't stand the smell of fresh, like mashed apples, like stewed apples. They will freak out every time. And same with our new son, Narkeithian. He cannot stand the smell of that because he will totally freak. He also is going to need a sleep safe or type of safe bed, which Triton is actually working on now for Narkeithian. And our son Zach and our son Zeke also need safe beds. They all need safe beds. So, at least we know that. With Aiden, we didn't even know how. Even with Maverick, we didn't know how much, he needed at the time. But we're glad that we have them and we love them. And they're well loved and well taken care of. And they're very well attended to. And wouldn't give them up for anything. I mean, look at them sleeping right there together. All cute. Could you ever give that up? No way. Aiden has the same food trauma. He'll like hide stuff like crackers or one time he actually had a can of tuna in his backpack, and I laughed because it wasn't even open. It was just there. He doesn't do it as much now. Maverick still does, but God, I can't talk. Aiden doesn't do it as much, but he still will sometimes. But there are people who said, "Oh, just put him in a regular bed. He won't get out of it. He'll go to sleep eventually." Yeah, well, we tried that. Not a good idea. It didn't work. He woke up, and ran around and got into stuff. It wasn't his fault. He couldn't help it. It was our fault for not keeping him safe. So now we do keep him safe in the safe bed he has. And as you can see, he's happy. He's sleeping away in there. We had tried, having Ezra and a couple others sleep with him in a regular bed. Sometimes it works, but oftentimes no. So we know that he needs a safe bed to keep him safe, to keep him from getting hurt or, you know, for God's sake, getting killed. So it's just better for him. Anyway, guys, I hope you are all doing well. This is not the only thing you're going to see today. I'm going to try to vlog today, too. Probably try to put the vlog up today, too. But I wanted to talk about this. It was really important that people knew. Maverick still likes to watch his orphanage video that we took when they were there. But after a while, it does make him start to cry because he misses his friends and his brothers. They're still there, not been adopted yet. But well, they will be, but they hadn't been at the time that I recorded that. Aiden sometimes shows interest in it too. He'll come and sit down next to Maverick and hug him and, you know, rub his back. And the other day when Maverick was watching it, he started crying. Aiden just walks over, plops down, hugs Maverick and goes, "It okay, Bubba. It okay. No cry. No cry. It okay, Bubba." And it's amazing how much he's learning, how much he's gathered, how much information he has inside him. It's just awesome. Anyway, guys, I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching and being part of our family. We love you guys so much. If you're new, subscribe down below and comment down below if you want to, and ask us any question. We'll do what we can to answer. So, love you guys, and thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.